Good afternoon, and thank you for meeting with me today. First, I want to say how sorry I am for the tremendous loss Sasha has experienced. Moving to a new city, changing schools, and grieving the loss of her parents are major life events for Sasha. I want you to know that this meeting is not only about focusing on what is hard for her, it's also about celebrating what makes her unique, how she learns best, and making sure she receives the right support. Sasha is clearly a bright and capable child. Her teacher has noticed that she is very strong in reading and writing, finishes many assignments quickly, and enjoys reading books. However, even with strong classroom teaching, peer tutoring, hands on math materials, computer assisted learning, and after school tutoring, Sasha continues to struggle in math. Because she has received extra help and has made little progress, we have reason to suspect that she may have a learning difficulty in math. By law, we must evaluate a child when a disability is suspected, and when that disability may be affecting the child's performance. The first step is what we often call a MET meeting. MET stands for Multidisciplinary Evaluation Team, which basically means a group of people who all care about Sasha's well being working together. This may include you, one of Sasha's teachers, a special education teacher, the school counselor, an assistant principal, too. At this first meeting, we will review what we already know about Sasha. That includes her grades from her previous school, current classwork, results from math tests, teacher observations, attendance, tutoring information, and the strategies we have already tried through our responses to intervention. Responses to intervention, or RTI for short, is the school's process of giving extra help and checking whether Sasha is improving. In Sasha's case, we will look carefully at the supports and help she has already received, how long she has received them, how often progress was checked, and if her math skills have improved. While we are offering supports to Sasha, we will continuously check her progress to help us decide if the teaching she receives should be changed. I know I must be giving you a lot of information right now, but rest assured, this process is based on tons of research done by the best educators available. At the first MED meeting, we will also decide exactly what areas need to be evaluated. Because the concern is math, we will likely evaluate Sasha's math calculation, problem solving, how she makes sense of numbers, and an ability to remember and apply math steps. We may also look at general thinking skills like memory, attention, speed. We will also look at classroom behavior and social emotional well being, and how grief and recent trauma may be affecting her learning. We will also review her strengths in reading and writing because those strengths can help us plan better support. Before any formal testing begins, we must ask for your written permission. This is called parental consent. Because you are Sasha's guardian, your consent is needed before we can complete the special education evaluation. You will receive a form explaining what assessments will be given, who may complete them, and what information the team is trying to learn from them. Once you sign your consent, we have 60 days to complete the evaluation. During that time, we will complete assessments, review Sasha's records, observe her in class, talk with her teachers, and also gather input from you. I cannot stress to you enough how important your voice is in this process. You know Sasha's history, her recent loss, and her behaviors and habits at home. The evaluation we provide must also be fair and appropriate for Sasha. This means that we may not just give one test or one score to make a decision. Our assessments must be given in a way that is understandable to her. It must not discriminate on her based on culture, language, background, or disability. If there are any cultural, emotional, or family factors that may affect Sasha's performance, we will carefully consider them as well. After the testing and information gathering are complete, we will hold a second MED meeting. At this meeting, we will review the evaluation results with you. We will explain what each assessment looked at, what Sasha's scores mean, what her strengths are, and where she needs support. You will receive a written report of our evaluation, and you will have the chance to ask questions, disagree, or request clarifications. Also at the second MED meeting, we will also decide if Sasha qualifies for special education services. For example, we may decide whether or not Sasha meets the criteria for a specific learning disability in math. To qualify, we must determine that Sasha has a disability and that disability negatively affects her performance in school, and that she needs specialized instruction, not just regular classroom help from teachers. Data from our intervention, classroom performance, formal testing, teacher input, and your input would all be considered. If Sasha is found eligible, the next step is an IEP, or Individualized Education Plan. An IEP is a written plan that explains Sasha's goals, the services she will receive, how often she will receive them, who will provide them, and how progress will be measured. The IEP could include special instruction such as extra time on tests or breaking down problems into smaller steps, and maybe support from counseling if we determine her grief is affecting her ability to learn in school. I also want to stress how important your rights are in this process. These rights are called procedural safeguards. They explain your right to receive notices in writing, give or refuse consent, review school records, participate in meetings, ask for an evaluation from an outside source, file a complaint, or request a hearing if you disagree with the school's decisions. Two helpful resources that are free and available to you at any time are the CPIR website, which explains special education rights and parent participation, and the NCLD website, which provides information about learning disabilities, evaluations, and school supports. Most importantly, this process is about helping Sasha. She has already shown that she is intelligent, motivated, and hardworking. Our job now is to understand why math is so difficult for her and what kind of support will help her succeed. Don't worry, you will be included in every step of the way, and no decisions about special education services will ever be made without your full participation. Thank you for your time.